Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's been a little while, but here we are. Hey guys, I know it's been a little while since I put my last video up. Been really struggling a little bit with my health. I've been quite ill and only flu, but it's knocked me for 6. Probably hear it in my voice, and I do expect this video to have quite a bit of coughing throughout. So what's been up with me apart from that? Well, not a lot really. I've been trying to get my health back in order since I was ill with the flu in bed, and been doing a little bit of climbing to try and get some strength back, and basically just enjoying the sort of December period and Christmas and stuff like that. I wanted to get this last video out before the new year just to say thank you so much again for the support throughout the year, and hopefully we'll have some good videos throughout 2025. So here all we've been doing is really just feeding the animals. I haven't had any more pairings that have been successful yet. I have been trying when I've had a few days off, but that's apart from just feeding and rehousing stuff very briefly. Not a lot's been going on here. We have had a few molts that are quite cool. We've had our Huahini molt recently, and we've had a few others molt, sort of like quite big spiders. The Hamurai molted, and sort of managed to sex a few of those things, which is quite good. Even if they are males, doesn't bother me. I just like to know what they are. The two that have molted recently that were quite a surprise were my two Alboplosus, the curly hairs, the T-albos. Basically, the very first spider we bought was our GBB towards sort of like third quarter of 2021. And after that, the very first show after the lockdown was lifted, we went to the Midlands Entomology Show and we picked up our second ever spider, which was a T-albo from Mark's Tea Room. And that T-albo was a tiny little sling at the time, and we've watched them grow through, and they are now a mature male. And they are a stunning large male specimen. I never thought I'd want to pair T-albos from the ethical point of view of the fact that there's so many in the hobby and they are so cheap, and you know, I didn't know whether I wanted to go down that road. However, looking at this mature male and looking at the way it is such a large specimen and how fluffy he is, I think he'd probably produce some good babies with the right female. So I'm undecided now. Let me know in the comments whether you think I should or not. I don't actually have a female large enough to pair, so I'd have to hunt around for one of those. Anyway, we then fast forwarded to sort of like May 2022, and for some reason I picked up another 2 curly hairs in the May, and one of those has literally just matured as well. And this one's quite a bit smaller, but it is just as fluffy, just as gorgeous, but it's nowhere near as big. It's quite crazy really looking at the comparison of the two. Hopefully I can get some footage to sort of show my hand next to these spiders to sort of give you an idea. But yes, we've had both of those mature recently, so that was quite cool to see. And obviously now I have 2 mature males that both look stunning. I'm wavering towards whether or not I want to pair these or not. I'm undecided, I'm on the fence. One part of me says yes, do it for the experience, and the other part of me says from an ethical point of view, with so many in the hobby, what's the point in bringing another 300, 400, 500 into the hobby? So I'm very unsure. And finally, the only other thing that I've done over the last few weeks, just before Christmas, I went to give 2 hour-long lectures or talks at Writtle College, which is part of Anglia Ruskin University, to the animal behaviourist groups. And this was just to discuss my experiences with spiders, how spiders work, how they molt, and them in the hobby, and care, and how to look after them basically. And it was really good, really enjoyed it. We had a huge turnout for both hour-long lectures. Managed to show them quite a bit of footage, and had a lot of good questions back from the students afterwards, and they all seemed really engaged in the conversation. So that was really cool, and I do thank the college for inviting me along to ask me if I would come and do these talks. A bit nervous, but it seemed to go quite well. I was sweating a little bit at the start of the first one, but after about 10 minutes it was fine, and I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved doing the 2 talks. Unfortunately, because of insurances and things like that, I couldn't take any live specimens with me, but we're hopefully going to get something where we do one via Zoom or Teams or something like that, so that I can sort of show the stuff around the room, do some feed-ins whilst the class are watching. That would be quite cool. But that's it. I do hope everyone had a great Christmas. I do hope everyone has a really good new year, and I look forward to seeing you guys in 2025. We will start with some rehousings. I have a couple that are overdue because of being ill. I haven't managed to get around to doing them. They're not struggling for space too much, but they definitely could do with a rehouse. So that will probably be the first few videos in 2025 anyway. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the holiday season, and I hope you got everything you wanted for Christmas, and I look forward to seeing you in 2025. If you're going to Seas, I'll probably be there. If not, next one will either be Capital Show or BTS. Anyway, I'll catch you later, guys. Have a good one, and see you next year.